Nigeria, the church versus the nation. When we started praying about greed in the church, I saw two houses joined together. They were standing side by side and were joined together in the middle with what looked like a metal rod. The two houses represented the church and Nigeria. The impression I had when I saw this was that they, the church and Nigeria, were supposed to be walking together, but they were not moving. They were just static. Then I saw one house which represented the church. Afterwards, I saw the house which represented Nigeria on water, and this time the church was acting as a base for the house Nigeria to stand on in the water. However, the base was shaking. It seemed it did not want to carry the house. At first look, it will be moving, but at a closer look, you would think the base wants the house to fall into the water. Then I saw this house and its base change into two women. One woman represented Nigeria and the other woman the church. The woman representing Nigeria was inside quicksand, and the church was trying to push her further into the quicksand for her to just go away completely. But Nigeria was struggling. She was struggling not to be submerged into the quicksand. She was fighting and struggling until eventually she came out of it, and they, the church and Nigeria, began fighting. As they fought, Nigeria carried the church and hit her very badly on the ground, and she passed out. When Nigeria, hit the other woman who represented the church on the ground with such force, she went and sat down by a rock that was close by and waited. It was as though she knew that the church was going to come back to life, so she sat and waited patiently. When the church came back to life, she seemed confused and asking, "What happened here?" So Nigeria came and began telling her that she, the church, was supposed to be leading her into the promised land, but something had come over her which made her want to kill Nigeria instead of leading her to where she was supposed to go. The church looked remorseful, and there was this expression on her face that said, "Okay." Prior to this, I saw that when the church woke up, scales fell off her eyes into her hands, and then when she realized what happened and Nigeria began explaining these things to her, she carried the scales and buried them in the ground. Then she, the church, stood up and looked ahead. When she did, she saw this castle and began telling Nigeria that that was where they were going to. The church now looked like Wonder Woman, and then she was in front of Nigeria. They were heading for a castle. They began heading for the castle. They passed through a thick forest. The church was in front leading Nigeria. She was cutting down the thick branches that were obstructing the way. The church had the sword, and Nigeria had a strange weapon that contained spinning knives all over her. The impression I had was that if anything misses the sword the church carried, it would not miss the knives Nigeria had. They kept going till they got to a river. There they entered a boat so they could pass through to get to the castle. As they entered the boat, different crocodiles came out to attack Nigeria. The church stood up to defend her. She wielded a spear which she used to hit the crocodiles. When they got to the castle, the church went and bowed before the king and said, "I have done my job." This was when I took notice of the clothes Nigeria was wearing. I saw that her clothes was torn. It was not good, and there were bruises on her body. She was ushered into one room. On the door was written "Preparation Room." There was an older woman inside the room that was waiting for her. When Nigeria entered the room, the door was locked behind her. The old woman began to clean her wounds. When her clothes were taken off, there were a lot of bruises on her body. The woman that was in the room told her that she was going to be there for a while. She needed to heal. 28 June 2022, Sister QI, Copyright Gamwatch.